came up on Fried Bologna, boy, what you expect?
Hello?
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's up, bro?
Man, not a whole lot. Same old same. What about you?
Yeah, no. Same shit, different toilet, bro.
And to all of our dedicated listeners, this is Tin Man TC.
And this your boy High IQ.
And this is the Fried Bologna Podcast.
The podcast is as random as Rick Ross being in the hospital clinging to life. You hear about that?
Yeah, man. I heard he's on life support, man. Shouts out to Rick Ross, man. I hope you pull through. Hope you recover. Hope everything's cool, man. Shit.
Yeah, man. No, I think he's like only, 40, 41? Fucking nuts, man. It's crazy.
He ain't been here long enough yet. So, yeah, man. Read a little bit of the story, and they said he was like foaming at the mouth or drooling at the mouth, and he shit himself. Now, I can make this funny. However, out of respect for Rick Ross and his condition, I'm going to take the high road. Once I find out that he's fully recovered, everything's fine, he can go back to saying, huh, then I'll make a joke. But yeah, I heard he shit himself, and they didn't have to let us know that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, I get it. You know, you're a public figure and you are public property, so to speak. You have no privacy. But, bruh, that's the thing about being a celebrity, man. It's like, you know, I'm going to keep it real with you. You know, if some shit like that happened to me, you know, I'll probably hit you up and be like, hey, man, you ain't going to believe this shit. Got sick. Shit my pants. But, you know, I'm telling you that in confidence, man. I don't want to go online and read High IQ shit his pants because he got sick. That's fucked up, man. The whole world knows that.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. And it's like, all right, so what? He had a heart attack, right? How do you not shit your pants when you have a heart attack? Like everything is locking up, tighten up. I'm pretty sure like you're inadvertently pushing. Like, and if you got to boo boo a little bit, shit's coming out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't find anything wrong with him shitting himself. Yeah, it might be a little embarrassing once he comes to and finds out that that's a fucking headline. And then next week or 2 weeks from now when we find out he's okay and I finally let my jokes off. But
yeah,
Rick Ross, speedy recovery, homie.
Yeah, I hear you on that because, yeah, I mean, knock on wood, but, you know, if I'm foaming at the mouth or having a heart attack and shit, like, you know, hold my shit in is the last of my worries, man. It's the least of my concerns at that moment. I'm worried about life. Fuck everything else.
Yeah, I'm worried about trying not to go.
Right?
Shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Hey, whoever leaked that information about Rick Ross shitting on himself, shame on you. Shame. I mean, you ain't a real friend.
Yeah, it's a good possibility. I mean, what, 98% chance that TMZ has something to do with it. I think TMZ just has moles in like all celebrity entourages at this point because they know about shit as it's happening. It's nuts, man.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, if I happen to have a heart attack around my friends and I happen to shit myself, knowing my friends, that's the first thing that they would say. Yeah, TC shit himself and then start clutching his heart. Actually, you know, I kind of expect my homies to tell the world that I shit on myself when I had a heart attack. Actually, I kind of hope that they do. And if I do happen to go, like if I do happen to that be the last heart attack, I don't recover, that's it for me. I actually hope somebody says that in my eulogy.
Fuck, man.
I
guess
I want my funeral to be kind of like a roast of me.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Like I want people to like get all their jokes out, get them all out, you know, one last time, so they can, you know, laugh and enjoy my funeral.
You being for real?
Yeah, I think that shit would be dope.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite. I'm like, keep that shit serious and classy. Throw in a joke or two, but I don't want to like look down or well, shit, I'll look up TBD.
You might be
And
looking up.
yeah, and just see people like roll on the ground laughing and shit. You know, I just want an old school funeral, man. But damn, yeah,
Dude, you are uptight as a motherfucker. God damn. I'm gonna remember when I go to your funeral because you'll probably go before me. When I go to your funeral, I'm roasting your motherfucking ass. Know that.
Good luck getting out of there. Yeah, man. That'll probably be the first funeral ever where the best friend dies shortly after the funeral. But yeah, man.
But you gonna haunt me?
Some paranormal activity shit. Fried Bologna style, man.
I'm gonna be like, IQ, I know that's your punk ass.
You would walk around the house like, hey, remember Call 22 when you did this? Like, what the fuck? Where'd that come from? Yeah, man.
I'm like, man, if you don't let me sleep.
But I feel like if you're haunted by your friend, it's essentially like he's haunting you because he cares. He misses you. And this is the only way to like reminisce about the old times, man. You know, just haunt your ass.
I think if you get haunted by your friend's an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, playfully an asshole. Like, he knows you don't want to be haunted. So he's going to fuck with you.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Fuck, man. It's like that fucking
It's like,
movie.
man, stop doing that's what she said jokes. Man, you're a fucking ghost. Ain't nobody laughing at that whack shit.
Remember that movie? I forget the. I think the movie was called like Shutter or some shit. Where the dude he got a job and he had to move to Japan, and shortly after he moves, his back starts hurting him, and by the end of the movie, he's damn near like crippled, like he's walking like a hunchback and shit. Right? Come to find out, he had been in Japan before, and like one of his friends raped his girlfriend and killed her at the time, and he did nothing. Like he saw it happen and he didn't do anything. Huh? And so at the end of the movie, keep in mind he moved to Japan with his fiance, and she's all concerned about his back and she can't figure it out. And then when the truth comes out, she confronts him about it, and somehow at the end of the movie, like he's alone, he goes to the bathroom, he looks in the mirror, and as he looks in the mirror, he sees the girl just literally on his back the whole time. Yeah. But I mean, you know, it's a ghost girl. Yeah. Pretty crazy movie, man.
Right. And she's like the one fucking his back up. I get it. What kind of fucking movie were you watching?
It was man, I forget.
How'd you stumble upon that shit? I never even heard of it.
I think the movie was called Shutter. I think that because the dude was a photographer or some shit like that. I want to say it was called Shutter. Yeah, man. I think Josh Jackson was the main lead. Yeah, the dude from Dawson's Creek, I think.
The basketball player? The rookie?
Yeah, he had a good ass game. He had 29 the other night. Yeah.
I didn't know he acted too. Anyway, we have an ad. I want to get this out the way. Again, our ads have been going well. To anybody listening out there that wants one of the products sponsored, just send it to us. We'll get you covered. This week's Fried Bologna episode is brought to you by Wonder Bread. We didn't know our bread was shitty until you grew up. Shouts out to Wonder Bread. Funny thing about that slogan from Wonder Bread is I grew up on Home Pride bread. Wonder Bread was like a backup from time to time. And then I got Wonder Bread when I got old. I grocery shopped for myself, got some Wonder Bread. Wonder Bread sucks. But keep sending those ads if you want us to read it, by the way.
Yeah.
Even though your bread really sucks.
Yeah. I grew up on that Home Pride too. That yellow package.
Home Pride.
Yeah.
Sucks. I got that shit when I start grocery shopping for myself. Like when I got older, I got some Home Pride bread. I was like, this shit is awful. I didn't know my parents was this cheap.
Well, shit, what type of bread do you eat now then?
Nature's Own.
Nature's Huh.
Nature's own. Yeah, nature's own bread. I get that wheat or honey wheat.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still eating on pride. But yeah, man. To each their own.
Yeah. You don't know it's good neither.
To each their own, man.
Yeah. Speaking of parents, yo. I talk to my
what?
parents every day. Parents.
Oh.
Our parents. I talk to my parents every day. Is that weird?
Every day? No, I would say that's what you're supposed to do.
Every single day.
Yeah, it's the only thing that's weird at
all. You talk to your parents every day?
Yeah, about every day. I mean, if not every day, every other day, usually. Yeah, yeah.
So, I'm sure you're noticing something, and what you're probably noticing is the same thing I'm noticing. Our parents are getting old, man, and not just age. They're starting to do old shit. They're starting to do old people shit. Like, for instance, my mom's hearing is leaving her. My mom has a birthday in a few days. Her hearing is leaving her. Like, and that train is zooming past the station, man. Like, her hearing is awful. And her attention span is getting shorter. My dad, he's just saying old shit. All right, so here's a story for you. And my sister told me this story. Shouts out to my sister. So my brother and his husband got us the Amazon Echoes for Christmas. So now everybody in the family has an Amazon Echo. For those of you who don't know, that is the Alexa. And I hope mine didn't turn on right now just by saying that.
Damn.
Oh, yep, it sure did. And so, my sister was in town to surprise for the weekend, to surprise my dad for his birthday just recently. And he goes, "Hey, Stevie, my Amazon thing ain't working." And he goes, like, watch. And he says, he gives it a command. And my sister's like, "Dad, that's because you're calling it Siri." My dad thought the Amazon Echo wasn't working because he was calling it Siri. Oh, and it gets better. So I hear this story, right? And everything, this whole pretty much weekend my sister was there revolved around their Amazon Echo. So me and my mom were talking about it, and she goes, yeah, we really don't use it all that much, I said, yeah, because Dad thinks it's a radio that you talk to, because the only thing my dad does is tell it to play music. And my mom said, yeah, all I think it is here for is to tell us the weather. So my parents are getting old because they just don't know how to use technology, and it's hilarious.
That shit's funny, man. My only concern about my parents getting old is I don't want them to be bad drivers. I really don't. I don't want them to be that grandma or grandpa that's going 20 in the fast lane. I just it will break my heart, man, because I experience it every day. Every day. Death and destruction caused by elderly people on the road, man. It's crazy. And there are no, I guess when you get that age, there's no rules to the road anymore. There's no it's like, damn, I missed my turn. Well, better bust a U in the intersection. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just it's just them on the road. Like, it's like 1912. You know what I'm saying? And they got like the Model T.
Oh, damn.
I can't do it, bro. But yeah, that's my only thing, man. Old age sucks.
Bro, my mom scares the hell out of me behind the wheel. My mom drives like a maniac. Like, my mom drives with her feelings. And it is scary. Dude, my mom be weaving in and out of traffic, running up on people. Like my mom scares the hell out of me when she drives. Like she ain't allowed to drive. If we're in the car and I'm in town or something, I'd be like, nah, ma, I'll drive. Where are we going?
Yeah. So, okay, have you ever like legit been in fear of your life as a passenger?
Yes.
What happened? Because I want to tell you my story.
We never really got in an accident or nothing. But I feared for my life when somebody was driving. One, it was an ex-girlfriend. My baby mama too, actually. And my mom. Damn, I'm naming all women, huh? I wonder if that's a thing. I wonder if women are actually worse drivers than men. Because, like, I'm trying to think of other drivers I really fear for my life, and I can't, like, those are just 3 women right there. I can't think of anybody else.
You know what's crazy about that? The one time I was legit, saying my prayers in the car, expected to meet my maker. Yeah, the driver was a female. And I had been warned. I've been warned. Hey, she kind of drives a little crazy. She drives out of control. And I'm thinking, okay, worst case, she drives a little fast, whatever, right? But the thing is, this particular driver, we're pretty good drivers. Like as you're approaching the turn, you're supposed to slow down a little bit, right? And apparently she didn't learn that. She didn't learn that. So like there was no braking ever. Like I'm being real.
Oh shit.
Like never braking. It's just I'm taking the turn at 60. And I was telling her like, yo, you gotta slow down. And we got on a bridge one time, bruh. And the bridge is kind of curving, and I was like, oh nah, it's a wrap. We about to go over the fucking bridge, man. And there's water too at night. Psh. I was like, if I die, I die. Because I know I'm not making out this car. It's not going to be like how it is in the movies where I miraculously hold my breath for 3 minutes, rescue her, and then swim to the top. Nope, I'm sinking at the bottom, straight up. Yeah, that was the first time, man. First and only. Crazy.
I would have contemplated jumping out of the car.
I thought about it. We was going too fast, man. 65, dude, taking a turn.
It's either some scrapes, maybe a broken bone or two, or die.
Bruh.
I choose the former.
Ooh, shit. I mean, sounds good. It sounds easy, but I don't know. That's a lot of courage there to jump out of a moving car going 65. Shit.
Hey, man, I'll do anything to save my life.
But you don't know if that's going to save your life.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know for certain. But I know this car accident have less of a chance. Then that roast of TC funeral will commence. Okay. All right. So I actually didn't want to bring this topic up. However, I've been hearing a little too much about it lately. This past week has been pretty weird as far as shit that's been going down is concerned. And one thing I want to bring up. Have you heard that whole Safari dick pic leak?
I heard about the pictures leaking, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, I don't know who Safari is. Aside from I know he was Nicki Minaj's ex-boyfriend. That's all I really know about the guy, but apparently he makes music too, right?
I think he raps or sing. I think he's an entertainer. I don't know.
Okay, so you don't know who he is either. So, all right. I didn't see the picture. I don't want to see the picture. I don't seek out dicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't seek out looking for dicks. Unless, of course, you talk about watching porn. Because you can't really watch a porno without actually seeing a dick. So, although you're seeking out, pussy or sex, like you're actually subconsciously kind of seeking out dicks too, I guess. If you want to think about it like that.
I don't want to think about it like that. But
I just had an epiphany right now.
But you can always just like, there's lesbian scenes, so there's ways to get around that.
That's true, but lesbian scenes are kind of boring. But anyway, we're veering off to a whole other topic. Anyway, so yeah, the only reason I brought that up is I think I felt like it was an obligation to bring that up, considering it's a current event and motherfuckers are all talking about it. I don't have much more to say about it except for I didn't know motherfuckers were still taking pictures of their dicks, especially like celebrity dudes.
Yeah, I mean, given the technology we have and the way the media works, yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah. Unless it's wild, unless it's a publicity stunt, unless it's like one of those things where there's a lot of people out there that will literally do anything for fame, anything. So could be that.
That's true. I would not leak a dick pic to get some buzz.
That's because you have integrity and self-esteem. That's why. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
that is true. That is
the world we live in, man. Anything for a like.
Fuck, you're telling me. And my unfuckwittable, actually, which I'll get into later. It's a little early in the call. I'll get to my unfuckwittable later. Kind of has something to do with that. So, before I get into it, what else you got, man?
Well, listen, man. I'm not sure if you heard, but Jon Jones, he recently got his license revoked officially, and he got fined $250,000.
I believe we talked about that on call 2 or 3.
yeah, but they just now had the hearing, and look, did he fuck up? Absolutely, but I saw some of these clips from this hearing, right, and bruh. It's kind of ridiculous, man. Like everyone knows that hearing was kind of bullshit, man. Basically they talked to him for an hour, asked him all these questions, and they're asking him super personal questions like, so when you took you in 2016, you pretty much agreed that you took Cialis, you took Viagra, and you took other lower level male enhancement pills. Is that correct, Mr. Jones? And it's like, this is being televised. It's all in front of the MMA community. I'm like, man.
Wait, I'm not sure if I'm slowing you down any, but I've got a question. Mm-hmm. Him taking Cialis and Viagra and whatnot, does that have anything to do with him testing positive for something? Because what advantage do you get from having a hard dick during a fight? So that seems rather inconvenient.
That's the crazy thing. So here's where the story's kind of fucked up. Is basically, he got popped for it was like a estrogen blocker or some shit like that, and usually that is a sign of steroid use, because your estrogen levels get out of whack when you start taking steroids and shit, right? You got to kind of like lower them, right? Mm-hmm. But apparently he didn't take that. What he took was like one of those like dick pills that you get at the gas station. But the problem with those is they mix them in factories that are usually making forms of steroids, so your shit gets tainted sometimes. So what happened was, what a lot of people think is he took a dick pill and that shit was tainted with some type of banned substance on the USADA drug testing list. And so when he got popped, he had to come clean, like, no, I didn't take steroids. It was probably this dick pill I took. So now at the hearing, they had to go through all his history of like when he does the medical exams, and you have to list everything you're taking. They essentially started reading that shit at the hearing to make a point like, so you were taking other supplements that you never listed. it was kind of fucked up, man. Like it was
Jon
hard to sit
Jones is only guilty of being involved in some orgies or something, because the only reason I see him taking that pill because it was going to be a long night.
Pretty much, yes.
So
Jon Jones is a partier. Yeah,
I understand. I understand taking those, and being that he's a public figure, I think the UFC should understand that when you get to the level of Jon Jones, sometimes you fuck a lot.
Right.
There should be a penalty for that.
Yeah. But after an hour, they were like, no, license revoked, $250K. Damn.
Shit.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. Yeah.
Man, this world is fucked up.
Yeah. To sit there and have all your dirty laundry aired out, that's nuts.
Stop fucking up.
For partying. For partying, no.
Stop fucking up and partying.
For being young.
Staying with sports for a second. March Madness is upon us. You know, this shit is coming like a tidal wave. And it's an exciting time of the year for sports, of course. Do you do March Madness pools?
You know what? It's been a while. I think it's been like about 2 years since I've done one. The last one I done was 2008 because Louisville shattered my dreams. I said, fuck that. I'm never doing one again. So that was the last one I did. Yeah. Do you do them?
Okay. So I've done them in the past, and like, you know, like $5 buy-ins. I think the most I've ever probably spent was $10, probably. And here's the problem that I have with March Madness pools. I love hoop. I loved hoop my whole life. I believe you're the same way. Whatever you think you know about basketball, whatever you think you know about these schools, whatever you think you know about talent, just go ahead and flush that all down the motherfucking toilet, because that will do you no good on these March Madness pools, on these brackets. It will do you no good. And all you'll end up doing is getting pissed off that fucking Becky in accounting end up winning the March Madness pool.
Yeah.
So, fuck March Madness pools. I enjoy filling out brackets for fun. I obviously enjoy watching the games, but save your mass text asking me if I want to join the pool. Save that shit. I don't want to do it. And I'm going to just get pissed that now I'm getting responses from motherfuckers I don't know.
Yeah, man. And you know what's crazy is, like, you know, when you do those pools, right? You just know certain teams are gonna win, or, you know, gonna advance. And when they don't end up advancing, think about how upset you get, right? It, like, the shit will bother you for a couple weeks, right? But the thing is, what do the diehard fans do? That's what I always wonder. Like, when, you know, your mom, your dad's dad went to Kansas, and then come the tournament, Kansas gets upset by Southern New Hampshire University. You know what I'm saying? It's like, is the whole year ruined?
Team. That's an online college. Maybe that's your point.
Exactly. It's like, oh, that tallest player 6'1.5". We losing these dudes. Your whole year has to be ruined, right? Like, it just turns into just blackness. Because the shit happens every year.
Every single year, man. And it's frustrating. It is very frustrating. So, yeah, again, these March Madness pools, man, fuck them. I think if you make brackets, you got to make several. You got to make one that you're using with logic. You got to make one that's like, oh, here comes some upsets. And then you got to make one where you're just basically throwing darts at the bracket.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense at all. But that shit might actually be the one. That's the ironic thing about it. It's nuts. Speaking of basketball, got to get this shit off my chest. So you saw the Philly Cavaliers game, correct?
I did.
Okay. Now again, I'm old school. I don't really agree. Oh, look, Jordan Clarkson can get mad all he wants, but I don't see anything wrong with what the Philadelphia 76ers dude did. Them niggas was in the full court press.
Can you please give our listeners, those who didn't see the game and those who have no idea what we're talking about or who Jordan Clarkson is, can you let them know what happened?
Well, I mean, our listeners don't live under a rock, but, you know, Jordan Clarkson plays for the Cavaliers, and the Cavs were playing the Sixers, and one of them European dudes, forget his name, he's a baller. It's the end of the game by, 10 seconds left?
Something like that.
Is that his name? Yeah. By the way, dude's a shooter, man. 10 seconds left in the game.
And he's got swag, and I hate using that word, but I'm not a thesaurus. I don't know what other word to use.
Yeah, he does. 10 seconds left in the game, and the Cavs are low-key, like, picking up full court. And the ball gets to him. He casually dunks it. Jordan Clarkson takes exception because it's like, how you going to score on us at the end of the game like that? And like a mild scuffle breaks out, LeBron gets involved, et cetera, et cetera. My whole stance on that thing is, if you don't like someone scoring, stop them. That's just the way I am. But that's not the worst part about it. The dude, I forget, I'm drawing a blank here. What's his name again? The Sixers dude?
I believe.
Yeah. He ends up apologizing for it.
He got sunned.
What the fuck?
He did the right thing. When you don't really have balls, that's what you do.
Good God.
So, good. And also, okay. I see it both ways, but I'm with Jordan Clarkson on this one. That's just, there are unwritten rules in sports. Now, I see football differently. Football differently is you put the offense on the field to score. Basketball, the offense and defense, that it's the same thing. So when the time's running down, the clock was like at 14 seconds or something. The ball was in the front court. They could have just dribbled it out because that's what you do, especially when the game is already decided. Mm-hmm. To do that is really, you're taking a shit on the other team, and you just don't do that. So to do that is fucked up, and I understand why Jordan Clarkson got mad. Now, to your point, if you don't want it to happen, stop him from scoring. Also, where's that attitude? Quarters 1 through 3, and right. The 11 minutes and 46 seconds before then. So
right,
I see it both ways.
And the other thing that kind of bothers me about that thing with Clarkson is, it wasn't like an emphatic dunk and he did like this KG yell at the crowd when he dunked. It was almost like he wasn't really thinking. He was, after he dunked, he didn't like look at anybody. He just kind of was like casually running back. And then, Clarkson took his exception.
2 more points in that box score is what he wanted.
Okay. But it's not, I don't really look at it as showing you up. It's just like, whatever. I mean, if he was demonstrative with it, then okay, I understand. Like, it's blatantly obvious to me that he's shitting on me.
Well, maybe the casual nature in which he did it is an act of aggression.
Oh, that's actually a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, maybe he was just like, let me just do this subtle shit. Yeah, that could be it. But
yeah,
how do you feel? How do you feel about
he
him?
Should have apologized.
You saying he should have?
I mean, again, if you don't have any balls, that's what you do. You apologize.
Oh, man. As a teammate, I'd be like, really, bro? We in the East.
I would have just stood by my shit. I would have just stood by it.
That's like...
I mean, it's over now. Fuck, what are we going to do? That's what I was saying. It's over now. Game's over.
Shout out to Xavier McDaniels. Shout out to Xavier McDaniels, man. Xavier McDaniels need to have a sit-down with that dude. Man...
Xavier McDaniel would have stoical stunned him, though.
Right.
He would have threw the ball at him. He'd have tapped him on the shoulder. Sarge would have turned around. He'd have kicked him in the stomach and stunned him.
We need some more Xavier McDaniels in the league and some more Oakleys. Some Patrick Willis.
Some more Stone Cold Steve Austins.
Some Triple H. Yeah. That's what we need. That's what the league needs, man.
Yeah, I agree. But to switch gears, IQ. Now's about that time. If you don't mind, I would like to introduce my unfuckwittable of the week.
Oh, shit, let's do this.
Comes as no secret that from every few episodes, we like to make sure we mention these IG thoughts, these attention seekers. You remember once upon a time the selfie craze that got everybody that all chicks did, that got everybody upset after a while till we really kind of saw it die. That was the duck face, right? You remember that shit?
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Yeah, we got that shit the fuck out of here, and thank goodness for that. But now we've got this new pose that these chicks do, and my unfuckwittable for the week are chicks that do that sideways pose with one leg up a little bit to make it look like their ass is a little bigger. Now, if you are the most basic of bitches, this is your go-to pose. The problem I have with it is all these chicks online, on IG or Twitter, or anywhere where they can show themselves and have a caption underneath it. They'll take this picture pretending to not try to show their asses, but that's exactly what they're doing, obviously. And then they also got the nerve to put something inspirational underneath it. I woke up this morning, all I said is, hey, you gotta do you. Let the haters hate. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You're doing the exact same pose as a million other chicks at this very moment. So I'm not going to go on too much of a monologue about this because I think this really sells itself. Let's retire that tired ass pose for 2018. Are we all in agreement? Can we get a collective yes?
Yay,
all right.
yay,
I heard all of you. Every last one of you. I heard all of you. So that's all I got to say. Well
said, man. Well said. I hear you on that retirement of that pose, and I feel like a good replacement would be the old school Little Kim pose. Let's have that. Oh, take effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? This is a pose I can get behind.
Right?
I think you're right.
Yeah. Because it's now there. It's like there's no like, oh, maybe she's just trying to show off her waist. No. We know what it's about. And hey, we're not mad at you. You're keeping it real. And yeah, let's get that going. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if we got to start a petition or what, but yeah, let's start. Yeah, let's do that. I'm with that.
Yeah. But, again, with, most of these poses take place on IG and, aside from, looking at some of these photos, the second best part is looking at the comments and the thirst is real, bro. The thirst is real. Now, granted, I know there's some trolls out there, I know, but they're easy to spot. But when I see a comment like, damn girl, you're so beautiful, I would love to make you mine. It's like, damn, if he's not trolling, that's some high level thirst there.
I have one question.
Yeah.
How many times has that worked? How many times has that yielded the response that you were looking for?
Right?
That's all I want to know.
Right? Unless they know something we don't know. Because you got to pay for that. The line's not going to work. You got to pay. Or send them to Dubai.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I was thinking, today. I forget. Shit, I forget who I was talking to or what I was thinking of. Sometimes my thoughts and conversations collide, and I don't know where it came from. But I was telling someone, I never, generally speaking, I never get to flip people off or say fuck you. But at the top of my list, though, I wish I had the opportunity to tell people go fuck yourself more often. I like that phrase. I like, man, go fuck yourself. Like, I don't know why that is so, that seems like it's so fun to say to somebody and mean it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but you say that, you best be prepared for all types of possible outcomes and repercussions. But yeah, I got to be honest. I've never been in public.
I think if you let that fly, you're ready for those consequences and repercussions.
Most, not all, because it depends, who you are, If someone's like, hey, buddy, go fuck yourself, I'm like, he's probably like, saying that and scurrying off.
Yeah, you do got to be ready. I agree with that. But if you got balls enough to say that, I think you got balls enough to catch that fade.
But I got to be honest though, I don't think I've ever been that upset like in public or just in a work setting to be like, man, go fuck yourself, man. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't come to my mind like that. Yeah. Exactly.
And you know what? See, I don't get mad enough. The maddest I've been has probably been with a girlfriend. And telling her to go fuck herself, that is definitely not going to yield the result that I want it to. I will have to be able to accept those consequences and repercussions. Somebody might get locked up at the end of the evening. But anyway, I too have not gotten upset enough to tell someone to go fuck themselves. And part of me wants to get upset enough to tell somebody to go fuck themselves. I don't know why. Like, again, I think this sounds like a fun thing to tell somebody and mean. Like, you mean that shit.
Yeah. And preferably, when it happens, it takes place in the bar, and then the guy takes exception, and he's like, "Hey, what you say to me?" Takes a beer bottle, cracks on the side of the bar. Fight breaks out. You take down 3 dudes. I mean, that's how I envision it to happen, And then everyone's like in silence, and the bartender's like, "Hey, man, drinks on the house." I'm like, "Scotch." Slam that shit down, get on my Harley, and ride off. I mean, in a perfect world. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That sounds like the exact scenario. Right. I actually see it playing out the exact same way. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, sounds like an action movie, but yeah.
I've got a lot of shit. I've got a list of shit to get through. If you want me to keep going, but if you got something, what's up?
Let's do it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, one thing is, I thought about, this is going to lead into 2 things, but the first thing is, have you watched a movie that made you cry? What movie was that?
Man, you know what? I got to be honest. The only movie that has made me cry, and this is going to be crazy, is, is Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. Yeah. Yeah, man. Allergy started acting up, bro.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So, is it a part of the movie that makes you cry? Like every time you see that part, it does something to you.
Yeah. Look, hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. True story. So, there's a scene in the movie where, Bruce Lee is gonna meet his wife's mom for the first time. Now, granted, this is like in late, like the 60s. So, Bruce Lee was concerned, like how, the mom would feel about her daughter dating an Asian guy. And, Bruce comes in all respectful, whatever. And she's not like blatantly racist. She's just one of those people where she just doesn't, she's old school. She doesn't just agree with it. So she's just saying like stuff like, think about your children. I mean, they're going to be mixed babies. And, and Bruce is getting all like uncomfortable. And the mom keeps going. And Bruce gets pissed off, just says, I'm sorry, I got to leave. Walks out, gets on his Harley, right? And just speeds the fuck off, right? And keep in mind, the setting is, it's like pouring rain outside, right? And
you're really painting a vivid picture of this scene, by the way.
Right? I'm trying, man. It's just real. And so like, there's a little anger, not only with his mom, but he was like low key kind of like telling, I'm sorry, it's not his wife at the time. It's his fiance, it's his girlfriend, soon to be fiance. But he was like low key telling her like, look, your mom may not be really receptive to this. And she was like blowing it off or whatever, right? Like, oh, don't worry, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be fine. So he leaves with the idea like, see, I told you. And like, you didn't really stand up for me. I'm out of here, right? Pouring rain. He speeds off. She runs after him in the rain, calling his name, Bruce. And he like turns around, speeds off. And she's like, if she don't like you, then I have no reason to be here. Gets on the bike with him, speeds off, and leaves with him, like never to return until like years later. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Allergy started acting up, bruh. I was like, that's a real chick, man. That's a real woman, bruh. That's a real one. You got a real one, Bruce. Yeah. So.
Yo, I thought somebody was going to die. That shit is whack. You cried over that?
Yeah, man. I got my allergies started acting up, man. Yeah. They don't make them like they used to. They don't make them like he used to.
I'm a little disappointed, actually. I mean, yeah, that's, beautiful or whatever. But you cried on that shit?
I mean, don't get it twisted. I didn't boo-hoo, but I was like, oh, wait, what's this thing in my eye? I was like, wait a minute. It was like one of those. I wasn't like, I wasn't like that. But yeah, man, it touched me, bruh. It did. Because let's be honest, how many chicks are chasing us after, chasing our asses if we speed off like that? None.
Well, I'm cussing their mama out. Some shit like that go down. I'm not just gonna leave the house without calling her some kind of bitch.
Damn. All right, well, yeah.
Man, fuck her mom. You gonna say that kind of shit to my face? I'm grown too.
Yeah, so instead of her chasing you, she have your brothers chase you.
She's gonna chase me out the house.
So what's is there a movie that made you cry? Well, I'm sure there is.
Yeah, absolutely. The very first movie that made me cry was the movie Crash, and let me tell you the scene. Mm-hmm. So Michael Pena, he plays like the handyman, the Latino handyman. He was in Sandra Bullock's house. Sandra Bullock was saying racist shit. That guy in the movie. He has a little daughter, and he told the daughter that he gave her the protective cloak that will protect her from any harm. So he like puts it on her. So one scene in the movie, this Middle Eastern dude thought Michael Pena, I believe, robbed his store or something like that. So he had to get a gun. He gets he gets bullets that his daughter bought for the gun, and a white dude sold them to her. And there's some racist undertone when that whole scene happened too. So anyway, the Middle Eastern dude follows Michael Pena home because he thinks he robbed the store or broke into the store. And he gets his gun, points it at him, and, basically he's telling him, I'm sick of you, vandalizing my store, robbing my store, all this kind of shit. He's pointing the gun at him, and Michael Pena's daughter runs out the house and said, oh no, he forgot his cloak to protect him. So she runs out there, and the Middle Eastern dude pulls the gun while she runs into Michael Pena's arms. And the way the scene is set, it looks like the Middle Eastern dude shot the girl. Nigga. When I tell you, just tears just start appearing in my eyes. Like it wasn't no buildup. It just started just coming out of my, like tears just started coming out of my face, almost like my brother's wedding. Like I had no control. I had no idea what was going on. It just happened like that. But I mean, I ain't giving no spoilers away. The movie's been out for like 15 years. Turns out the bullets in the gun were blanks. So the daughter didn't die. And my companion and her just went inside the house because obviously he was just relieved that, you know, nothing happened. The Middle Eastern dude just scurried away. Yeah, man, that shit right there fucked me up. And this is before I had a kid, obviously. Right now, I don't even want to watch the movie. I don't even want to watch that movie no more, man. That shit happens. I'm gonna be on the ground crying, hitting the ground. You know why? No, all that kind of shit. So, no chance I'm seeing that shit.
Yeah, man. There's just certain scenes out there where, man, it do something to you, bro. Like, I feel like for 99% of the male population, the scene of Ricky running in that alley, boy running 4-2, running 4-2 in that alley, couldn't escape them bullets, man. That shit just stays with you. And then the Menace to Society, Kane saving the kid, you know, he got lit up.
Kane getting shot up though didn't really fuck me up all that much. Him saving the little boy's life was dope, but Kane getting, I mean, I don't know why. I just find Ricky getting killed a lot more sad. Actually, you know what? I'm glad we said this. Let's put a poll up about this. Which was a sadder death, Ricky in Boys in the Hood or Kane in Menace to Society?
That's a good ass question. Because I see both sides. Because you got Ricky who done everything right as far as football and school, right? And he got his ticket out. Oh, that's right. Got his son. Man, he about to blow up. But then on the other hand, you got Kane who had done all this shit, and he was just about to turn.
He was on borrowed time.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. Though, it's like right when it seemed like he finally got it, it was too late. And I think he even said it. He said, what did he say at the end? He said, what is it? Something like I done.
His grandfather asked him if he was, did he care whether he lived or died?
Oh yeah. But he was like, I don't know, right?
Yeah. And then at the end of the movie, he said he did care.
Damn. Yeah, bro. See, some sad shit, man. Yeah, we gotta put this on. Hold on.
That's gonna be a good pull. Okay, so I guess if you don't mind, I'm gonna keep this momentum going. So again, I don't know how I slid into these layers of thought, but so you know how folks like to get kinky and whatnot, do certain things. Maybe she might put on some lingerie. My dude might do massage oils, all that kind of shit. But one of those things like people like to get tied up and like put blindfolds on. You put the blindfold on, it's supposed to like increase your other senses, your sense of touch and all that kind of shit. Have you ever of course you've never thought about this. It takes a mind like mine to only think about shit like this. Have you ever thought about fucking with noise canceling headphones on? Like just listening to your favorite song. She has no clue what you're listening to, but to you, like the whole room is surrounded by sound and all you're doing is like stroking to the beat. But you can't hear anything she's saying. No moans, no heavy breathing, no nothing. Would that also increase other senses, you think?
Do you hear that? That's my mind blown. Bruh. I've never thought about that, but you might be onto something. Noise canceling headphones while you're stroking. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. So, again, that's just some things that my mind. I mean, I think it could be dope.
Yeah.
Most people
absolutely.
love those, like those skating rings, like where you put headphones on. You're like everybody's like skating to their own beat, or like you can do those dancing on the beach where I forget what it's called. It's like called something disco, where everybody has headphones on. They listen to different songs, but they're dancing with each other. So everybody's like dancing to a different beat. This would be kind of the same thing. You'll be dancing, stroking while you're beating.
Man, if this was 72, we could probably make a profit off of this, man. Man.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That's a good ass idea, though, man.
But now we got wireless headphones. I think now is the perfect time to do this.
I mean,
to those listeners right now listening to this podcast who are fortunate enough to have sex with somebody, and you got some wireless headphones, Beats by Dre, JBL, Skull Candy, those AirPods by Apple. If you put some headphones on, throw on that new Nipsey Hussle album. Crank that shit up. Start fucking the person you're fucking. Let me know how it is. I'd like to know.
Yeah, let's be honest. By 2025? I mean, come on. Nobody's gonna be dudes ain't gonna be leaving the house. You're gonna have noise canceling headphones, virtual reality porn, and then you could even have like your own sex doll. Dudes are gonna be missing for years by 2020, bruh. 2025. It's the future's dire if you really think about it.
Hey,
too much
some
tech.
things are just a little too convenient.
It's too much sex tech out there, man.
Yeah.
Lives are going to be ruined.
Okay. All right, so I got another topic. Since this is kind of a sex topic, I got another question. And this question, Dave Chappelle had, on the Chappelle Show, had a skit about this woman. It always comes up in a lot of communities, like the Oprah is who I'm talking about. Like, so I have a question for you. Let's play a game. Mm-hmm. Fuck, marry, or marry. Oprah, go.
Mary, bro.
Which one?
Mary.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oprah doesn't have to change anything about herself. I would marry Oprah today.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, that's yeah. Without question. Yeah. That was
There's
easy,
something
bro.
about Oprah. I don't know what it is about Oprah that makes her so goddamn sexy. Could it be that smile? Could it be that infectious personality? Could it be the way she seems to make everybody happy with her philanthropy? She's such a giving person. Could it be that? Could it be her the fact that she's a strong black woman? Or could it be those billions of dollars? I don't know which one it could be. But I just find Oprah to be just one of the sexiest. She's like top 3 easy. And she actually might be number 1 if you want to get right down to it.
Bruh, could you imagine coming over to my crib and it's like I'm married to Oprah and I'm like, hey, come on in, guys. I was just about to go for a swim. And I just dive in like Scrooge McDuck in some just coins and money. Like the water's fine, guys. Oh, bruh. I would lose my mind.
All right. So, I'm not sure if you watch Family Guy. But there's an episode where Peter was trying to dive into a Scrooge McDuckian vault with all those gold coins and whatnot, and he goes off the diving board and goes into it, and he breaks all kinds of bones because IQ, money is not a liquid. So you may actually just want to dive into a regular pool.
Hey, anything for likes. Anything for likes. I'm breaking bones.
All right. So this is a moment I think all of us have been waiting for, at least within the past week. IQ, I want to know something. Mm-hmm. Have you seen Black Panther yet?
Do you want the truth?
Yeah, I do. We do. We want the truth.
Listen, I will be seeing Black Panther tomorrow.
Oh,
tomorrow night.
You ain't shit. Nope. Your card is expired. You are aware of that, right?
Hey, man, no, I got an extension, bro. I got an extension.
Bro, you're Omarosa to us right now. You're done, yo.
No, man. I got an extension, man. I had to.
You've been released.
the
Yo, you've been released, and
I'm a free agent, man.
Oh man, I thought you took
Tiger
this shit
Woods
more seriously.
Yeah,
I thought
man.
you took this shit more seriously, man.
I'm sorry, man. I couldn't make it, man. But yeah.
Don't
it's Tiger
apologize
Woods,
to
man.
me. Apologize to our black people.
I'm sorry, black people. I'm the one black person that has yet to see Black Panther, but I will see it tomorrow.
Bro, okay. One thing I will say about Black Panther though is I think niggas might be getting out of hand with this movie. Bro, I think shit is getting a little out of hand. Apparently Jimmy Fallon or one of them Tonight Show people were having black people look at a picture of the Black Panther and just tell them why they're grateful for it. And motherfuckers are like, you're the king that we need. You're like, they was talking to this motherfucker like it was a real person. Now, don't get me wrong. I felt a lot of pride watching the movie. I enjoyed it cinematically. And actually, it does make you feel a certain way seeing it on screen, but it's just a movie. He's not a real king. He's an actor. I feel like people think Chadwick Boseman is really T'Challa, the Black Panther. I'm starting to believe that this movie might be a little too powerful. Like, all right, so we've both enjoyed weed at once upon a time, right? Mm-hmm. Or currently, or whatever. And we've all tried edibles, right? And because we've all, we've had edibles before, and we know that it made us feel one way, so we think we could take more than we can. It turns out this particular edible was way more than we bargained for. Black Panther is that too strong edible for black people. This shit has altered reality for some black people, man. The dope man done sold black people the ooh-wee.
Again, I haven't seen it yet, but I was kind of getting that vibe. I was kind of getting that vibe a little bit. I was like, I know it's probably really good, but we're not gonna like really try to build a movement off of this, right? There's other things that we could probably use as our foundation, right? Right, guys? But hey, we've done it. We managed to do it again. We took something that was dope, powerful, and now they're laughing at us again. They're laughing at us again now. It's amazing. It never fails. I'm amazed by it.
We need to just turn the volume down just a little bit.
We need to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Yeah.
I know I said this, 2 episodes ago, like let us have this. We're proud. I didn't know it was going to go further than that.
Yeah. One of the things that I started seeing on social media, and it's funny because you bring this up, because probably like the last week or so, like when the movie first came out, people were talking about the movie, on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. And, they would say something like, yo, that scene, blah, 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 blah. And then they'd be hashtag Wakanda forever. I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. I understand. And you even have a little panther icon next to the hashtag. Okay, I respect it.
Right.
But then, about the last week or so, I've been seeing just anything with Wakanda forever. Like, yo, picked up these kicks representing Wakanda forever. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, there are other things out there. Oh, God,
Yeah,
and see now that you told me this
just a little bit.
Now that you told me this, I'm gonna see this movie tomorrow, and I'm sure it's gonna be great. But it better be, it better be the greatest movie of all time. The way these dudes are acting like it. So now it's gonna kind of like. I hope this doesn't kill it for me, man. Because I'm gonna be honest. I'm expecting top 2 movies of all time based on the feedback I've been getting.
Yeah, it's a very, very good movie, but like, it was black people, just chill a little bit. That's all, just a little bit, but switching gears yet again. So I'm not sure if you've been following politics as closely as I have, or the rest of the world, that is. But Hope Hicks just recently resigned.
Yeah, I heard that.
Now, this Trump administration has a long roster of people who have either gotten fired or resigned. Like, you could run probably about 2 simultaneous games, pickup games of 5-on-5. So, like, I think with some people, I think waiting on the sideline for next.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people gone now, man.
Yeah. You would think it'd be the beginning to the end. You would think people would be making a bigger deal of this. No, man. I mean, you would hope, but now, I mean, everyone, it's understood now. It's a joke up there. It's a joke, and it's just kind of like you're just over it. It's like the class clown that keeps doing the same joke over and over again. It was amusing at one point, but now it's like, dude, there's a problem. But I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I really don't know what has to be done for like actual change to happen. I've never seen this in America.
No, this is we're becoming like a fucking laughing stock, man. Like at first, like, it was like entertaining. Like, this is akin to, like, like the popular kid at school, like the jock. Like, everybody loves him at the party. He says all the right things, and he gets drunk. He gets funnier. He gets livelier. But then he gets a little too drunk and sloppy. Then he becomes like annoying and belligerent,
right?
Disrespectful. Like, that's what we are right now as a country.
So, like, I mean, let's just assume that things don't change. Like, let's just assume. I mean, realistically, where could you move? Realistically, I mean, where another country? Where would you go?
Wherever they like black people.
Japan, it is.
Not as a novelty. I mean, I don't want to be a novelty. I don't want to be like, ooh, look, a black person. I want to be, a regular human being.
Yeah, you go to Japan as a black man. It's like that Superman scene. Where they're like all trying to like touch you, and it's like, dang, what is this, man? This is nuts. Hey, man.
Yeah, that would be dope for a vacation.
Hey, shout out to Japan, man. But
I love Japan, man. Although I've never been, I would love to go one day. Yeah,
man, we got to make that happen. Remember that time we randomly decided to try to go to Australia, and then like reality hit as far as the prices. Remember that? Like, the flight was just.
Remember that one time, several podcasts ago, where we had this very same conversation.
Yeah, it was called 8.
We literally had this conversation. But yeah, I do remember that.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Man, this is becoming...
yeah, maybe we should randomly look up flights to Tokyo.
I'm afraid to look at the price.
Yeah, maybe if we had a good friend there who's listening to this podcast right now, he could find a way to hook us up.
Yeah,
you know who you are.
Shit, I'm sure by now he has a private jet. He can hook it up. You know who you are.
So yeah, please hook it up.
Five-star
do you want us to
hotel.
say your name? So I'm still running through my list of shit, but if you got anything?
Fuck. That
means no. All right, I'm gonna keep going.
I do have a
you got a question for me? Ask it.
Yeah.
Ask it.
Hey, remember we're co-hosts here. We're co-hosts. This is not Conan and Andy. So
my bad, bro. I just said I had a long list of shit because I've been doing I had a lot of time to think this week.
Okay. No, this is a really random question, and it got a little heated. Now, prime Salma Hayek, prime. Okay. Prime. Or
she's still kind of prime though. She's still bad.
You're right. You're fucking right.
And she's over 50.
She's over 50? Fuck.
Yeah, she's like 51 or 52 or some shit like that.
Bruh.
Bad as hell.
Hey, side note, she had this movie come out like 2 years ago. I think it's called Ellie. Check that out, bruh. It's like Kill Bill, but takes place in one building. It's dope. Yeah, so prime.
What kind of scenes are we talking with Salma? Like, is she?
There are some scenes there. I mean, don't get twisted. It's not like, Halle Berry Swordfish stuff, but it's like,
it's not Dust Till Dawn.
Yeah. It's like, I'm really glad I'm watching this movie. That's what you're gonna be thinking, But you're not gonna be like, yo, yeah. But
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that first reaction.
So, prime Salma Hayek, accent and everything, among other things, or post prime Halle Berry.
Post prime?
Yeah.
What? I love Halle to death, but I'm not gonna pick a chick post prime when the competition is in their prime and she's also dope.
Yeah, but you understand though, it's Halle fucking Berry though. You get what I mean? Like it's.
Yeah, I understand. I completely get it. But prime Salma Hayek? I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry, Halle. No, it's Salma Hayek. Like prime Salma Hayek. Shit.
Fuck, man. You know what though? Like I understand where you're coming from.
Babies I have right now.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I do, but the Monster Ball is just I can't pass that up. I can't. It's just one of those things, man. But yeah, that's another poll we need to put out there because Halle Berry still looks dope. Oh god,
she does. Halle Berry looks phenomenal. But prime Salma Hayek. All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to watch From Dusk Till Dawn. I want you to watch Dogma. And then get back to me.
All right, I hear you, man. But in the meantime, you check out Monsters Ball. You check out Swordfish. Check out Monsters Ball.
I've seen
check
both
out the 007.
I've lost many kids to both of those movies.
Oh god. Oh man. Yeah.
Although, again, I still have never seen Monsters Ball outside of that scene. I have no idea what that movie's about.
Well, it's okay movie. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
I mean, let's be real. There's only one real scene in there, but yeah, it's okay. It's all right. So would you not have a problem? Like, are you one of those dudes that has problems dating short hair chicks?
I've never dated a short hair chick, but no, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah,
I
because
think
like
if a woman can pull off the hairstyle, like she has the head for it, she has the style for it. Oh shit, absolutely. I have no problem. I have no problem with Amber Rose's hairstyle. Up until as long or short as like the how Halle Berry rocked hers. Like, if she can pull it off, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, we're on the same page there because like Amber Rose, she pulls that shit off to me. But you and I both go to this hip hop forum, and it seems like whenever a picture of Amber Rose gets posted, there's about 20 comments where it's like, I can't do the hair. And I'm like, bruh, really? all that else is going on there in that photo. The hair, really? Come on, bruh.
And she's a good looking woman. That's what makes it.
Right.
I mean, it's not like she's an ugly chick with short hair. Listen, those dudes in that forum are wild, bro. Like, they talk like they have a choice between any chick they've ever wanted. So you got to take those comments with a grain of salt.
Those comments have me dying. Yeah. It's like,
they're hilarious.
No.
That's the only reason I go.
I don't like her elbows. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It is crazy.
They're wild. So I have a question. I think I already know the answer to it. But have you happened to see that new Drake video where he's apparently walking around giving out $1 million?
Man, absolutely not. I haven't. I've heard about the video, but I haven't watched it. No.
Neither have I. Yeah. I don't fuck with Drake neither. I don't think that's a secret on this podcast. So, listening to another podcast, there's like, you can't hate on this video. You can't hate on what he's doing. Yeah, yes, you can. I'll find a way. Now, okay, giving out any amount of money to those who are less fortunate is a hell of a gesture. Absolutely. But why does that have to be like you're stunting about your philanthropy? That kind of takes the shine off of it. Like, if you're really giving from your heart, you don't need the recognition or publicity for it. You're just doing it because it's the right thing to do, or the thing you want to do, or it'll help people. Like, This shit was for popularity. Yeah, I mean, those families still got some money, but Drake, man, you just keep doing shit that I don't like.
And this is actually an interesting question for you, like, because I don't think I even know the answer to this. Who do you dislike more, Drake or Kevin Durant? I don't know the answer.
Oh shit. Well, comparatively, I've hated Drake longer. So I think it's only right that I answer that question, Drake. But they both do some fuck shit.
I'm surprised. I gotta be honest. I'm surprised you said Drake, but go ahead. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Well, I hate Drake because of his cornball ways. But outside of that, like, his music, I just can't get jiggy with that shit. It just doesn't sound good to me. Now, if I hear a dope beat, I hear a dope beat. But I can't stand his voice over them. I don't think he's a dope rapper. I mean, if you do something long enough, you're going to say some slick shit from time to time. Even fucking Trinidad James said some shit that impressed me.
Yeah.
So if somebody's got a dope line to recite from Drake, I don't doubt that he has a few of them.
Yeah.
But I just can't stand his fucking music.
That's I gotta be honest. Like, don't get twisted. Like, I do not like Drake, and I really am not a fan of Kevin Durant. Okay, but I'm not on your level. But I have to say, the thing that bothers me about Drake, man. Yeah, the thing that bothers me about Drake is like same. The music is just not. It just doesn't do anything for me. But to make matters worse, it's just like how the consensus is everything he drops is just a modern day classic. When just the overhype of his music, it just turns me off, man. I just can't do it.
Right.
But
yeah,
if I had,
can I, man.
Right. But if I had to pick somebody, if I had to pick, like, man, if I had to pick who I'm hanging out with, oh man, for the day,
I'll be honest though. I'll be honest though. I would, even though as much as I don't like the guy, I would prefer to hang out with Drake than Kevin Durant. I feel like Drake could win me over.
I gotta agree.
I feel like Drake could win me over, and I think Kevin Durant is just not my kind of guy. Like, I was like, man, this dude is a fucking pussy, yo. Like, I just wouldn't be able to get over it. Drake, I feel like I do believe, I said this before, I think Drake is a great guy. He's probably like a really cool guy. I just don't fuck with his music, and I don't fuck with some of the corny shit he does. And I just don't like that. And I haven't liked it for a long time.
Yeah, but you know, I gotta be honest, like I said before, you know, when you making fake accounts, and you're older than 21, I really don't I say, okay, I don't need to be around him because there's nothing that I'm going to benefit from. That's ridiculous, bro. And he's in NBA. He's in the National Basketball Association, bruh. Yeah, couldn't be my homie.
Yeah,
couldn't be my friend.
Nah, not at all. I bet the players on Golden State don't even trust him. I bet they don't really fuck with him. They're like, yeah, we'll take him. I mean, he's good at basketball. We're a basketball team. So yeah, duh. It's a no-brainer. But nah, we don't fuck with him like that.
But you know, speaking of KD, like one of the things that's been really fucking bothering me as a fan of the game is this sudden tough guy getting in altercations, calling people pussy. Like I was like, come on, man. Like,
he's insecure, man.
It's ridiculous, man. And then like, cause I saw like I think 2-3 days ago he got into it with Carmelo, and you know, you can read KD's lips. He's dropping explicitives to Carmelo's face, and you just by that altercation you could tell who's the real one, because usually the one that's louder, the one that's cussing, the one that's calling you bitches and all this stuff, that's the one that really doesn't want to fight. But if you notice, Carmelo was like, don't do that. Don't do that. Right. Like, usually the tough guy, he won't even speak in sentences. He'll just do like sounds and syllables. He'll be like, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. And that's what Carmelo was doing. I was like, let him fight. Let him fight.
Yeah, fuck Kevin Durant.
But you know, fuck Drake too.
Yeah. Let's not. Let's make that perfectly clear. Both of them do not play for my team.
Oh, speaking of your team, you're still a Chicago Bulls fan, right?
Yes, I am, and they are so bad.
You know, I read a story today that broke my heart. Your boy Derrick Rose is getting only 10-day contract offers.
Yeah. Boy, how the mighty have fallen. Huh? I'm gonna be honest with you, IQ. I don't want to talk about this much because this actually does break my heart.
I believe, man.
Did I send you that video? Or did you see it? It's like a 9-minute highlight video of Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
You know what he used to be.
Yeah, that was the only second movie short movie that made me cry. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that shit cut deep. Cause I had forgotten some of those moments. I had to be reminded. Cause when I think of Derrick Rose, I think of like one of the oh man, damn it! I told myself I wasn't gonna do this. One of the greatest moments that I remember Derrick Rose was when he dunked on what was that dude's name? The point guard. He played for Miami now. Oh Lord. Like I feel like we've all dreamed about dunking on somebody like right? It never gets old. Oh.
I've dunked on many people in many different ways. I have never dunked on somebody like that. He was up so high. He cocked the ball back so far. He dunked the ball with such ferocity, whatever that word is. He was doing it.
I mean, he was so explosive in that moment. He had someone ricochet off his body, bruh. Like he wasn't even bothered by that foul. That's man. Damn.
Rest in peace, Derrick Rose's career.
Yeah, man.
He had a good run,
bruh. Yeah, man.
I don't want to talk about this new Derrick Rose who is struggling to make a roster, man. Like that's the only MVP ever. I'm going too deep. No, never. No, I'm not doing it. You're not going to take me there, IQ. I can't.
Hey, man, look. When you're ready. All right? When you're ready.
I appreciate that. Thank you for your understanding.
Oh, shit.
Unless you got something else, man. I know I've been I've hogged the topics this call. Well, actually, I think I probably hogged the topics most calls. But
you're very
again, yeah, I am. I truly am, and I'm pretty sure that's the reviews of our podcast.
I actually got a review though. I actually have an Uber review for you. You're not gonna like it, but it's real. So a friend of mine, is an Uber driver. Hey, stay on that grind, make your money. And he had the Fried Bologna podcast all in the car, and he picks up 3 females. Okay, and they're listening to the podcast. I can't remember what call it was.
This is a true story.
This is a true story. I'm not bullshit. Seriously. I can't remember I can't remember what call they were listening to, and it doesn't help because the only thing I was told was they were listening to one of the calls where we were talking about IG thoughts. Again, it really doesn't narrow down the calls too much, right? But whatever call this, right? Every other fucking call, whatever call this was, you happened to be like really heated about it, and they were all 3 girls like they were like, oh my god, this dude's so fucking angry. He's angry as fuck. Like, yeah. Now, maybe because I've known you for a number of years, I don't really get that. I'm being honest. I don't really get like you're angry as fuck. I just really feel like you're just an opinionated dude. But they were like, I mean, according to my friend, they were alarmed. They were like, why is this nigga so angry? So, shout out to those 3 girls in the Uber.
Shout out to y'all.
He's not that angry.
Probably fit the description of the chicks I was talking about. That's why you guys felt so sensitive about it. But I do want to go on record to say, no, I'm definitely not angry about most anything. I'm annoyed about a lot of stuff, but not angry.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's dope. Yo, I really enjoy the fact that our topics make people feel a certain way.
Yeah. I think in this situation,
whether you love
there was
it or
concern there. There was concern there. But again, maybe it was just exaggeration. I don't know.
It could be a number of calls.
Because I feel like when we're talking angry, when you're talking angry, I feel like angry. I can see if people see Stephen A. Smith, oh, he comes across angry all the time. You know, I can
Uh-huh.
see why people say that, but I feel like we're both kind of laid back. I mean, I'm probably more laid back than you are, but
I'm more
angry's
animated
kind of
than you are,
harsh. Yeah, angry's kind of harsh.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself angry. However, I understand that I may sound that way to certain people. I can accept that. I don't find it insulting or anything. Like, if these young ladies ever hear that again, y'all likely fit the descriptions of the young ladies I was describing. You still have time to change your ways and become respectable people. However, I'm not angry. I'm not angry with you or any of those other good for nothing whores I was talking about. So I'm just
subscribers.
I'm just
shit.
I'm just no. They're still gonna listen because they want to hear the mean shit I'm gonna say. So yeah, and they feel like now they're getting some attention. So it's all for them likes.
Fuck, you're right. Did I just set this trap on us? Oh, well, they're nameless. It don't matter.
Nah, we don't know their names. But, I mean, if y'all know who y'all are, which y'all probably do because you're yourselves, feel free to email, tweet at us, IG us. You can slander us, too. Actually, I prefer the slander. That should be fun. The back and forth will be pure comedy.
Oh, yeah. They don't know what they're getting into. Yeah, you live for shit like this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a 3-day contest, most likely. Back and forth.
No, they're gonna block us after 12 minutes.
Shit. So what else you got, man?
Well, I got a couple other things, but they're not contextual. So I won't bring them up. They just seem these are just a little too random. However, I will give you guys a conclusion of what happened with that story I told last week.
Shit!
Two guys are both cousins.
Yeah,
the baby moms is trying to get with cousin number 2. So baby moms shows up at cousin number 2's crib, not the baby daddy, and she doesn't look as good as she did in the picture. So, needless to say, that shallow individual, cousin number 2, didn't fuck with her. Now, part of me wants to believe that even if she did look good, he would have refused the advance just because he has some dignity. But she did go over his crib. So that means he was probably willing to do something. So I don't think he's not off the hook as far as that goes. I really think he would have done something if she looked up to snuff.
Well, it's still TBD. What if like this is like a never-ending story? What if we just have consistent updates and it's just like a fucking soap opera, man? This is nuts.
I mean,
now I'm sitting on pins and needles.
Hey, we could have him on the show, cousin number 2.
Why not?
Yeah,
let's get him on here.
I'm sure he would love to come on.
Yeah,
this motherfucker's got
got
crazy stories. This is not even the tip of the iceberg in crazy stories that this guy got.
Let's do it. Cousin number 2.
I'll reach out and see if he wants to spin us a yarn.
Oh shit.
But on that note, man, I'm fresh out for the evening. I appreciate you indulging me and allowing me to get all these random thoughts off.
Hey man, likewise, man. Good call, good chat.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you for your time as always.
Likewise, bro. Likewise.
And as always, man, we're just a couple suburban hood niggas out here trying to make it.
Amen, brother. Amen. Well, actually, we're two angry ass niggas trying to make it this time.
Oh well, at least one of us are.
Yeah. Amen, brother. Amen.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right. Peace.
Peace.